Maybe keep that on your nails and not in your lungs.
Oh, I know. We were just talking about it. I'm recording my podcast right now, but I love you so much. Love you guys.
So
she called
fast.
to say that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is dead.
I know, we could hear it.
Thanks. Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
That was my
God.
mom.
I mean, also, like, sad news.
I
love how Hannah gets a phone call
R.I.P.
every time we record.
I literally screamed when I saw it for a wide variety of reasons. And Shelby, before you got on, Hannah and I were talking about this.
Yeah.
There are political analysts who are already trying to figure out how quickly McConnell could push a Supreme Court approval through. What the fuck was that? Was that you?
Yes.
That sounded like a vacuum cleaner.
Sounded like a vacuum cleaner. That's what I was thinking.
I was like, who the fuck is vacuuming?
Nope, that was 100% me.
How did
Sorry.
a human make that noise? Oh my god. Okay, well. Anyway, so we're concerned about that. And so,
That's
in
my
addition to
I'm
it,
concerned noise, is a
yeah. Apparently.
human vacuum cleaner.
Apparently, yeah. Which, is sad, because, we should just be able to mourn her, but we have to do that and be like,
Right, we have to,
fuck.
worry about
everything.
everything else.
Yeah.
But
Although
don't worry,
apparently-
I'm sure I'll hear about it from my father later tonight.
Yeah. My mom probably thought RBG was already dead. So,
Probably.
let's be real here. But,
That or she's gonna think it was, someone else
Yeah.
with similar letters to their name or something.
Yeah,
She's gonna be like, who are you talking about?
yeah.
Tupac? I know Tupac's dead.
Mom would no, she wouldn't be able to make that connection.
Well, I just think of the notorious B.I.G.
I know, and then the notorious RBG. I know.
What did I
Yeah.
say? Yeah, I said the right thing.
No, I know.
You said
Ain't
the
no
right
rap.
thing.
You said it
You
right.
said the
yeah.
right.
I was just making the tie between, in case people don't know, there was a biography written about her called The Notorious RBG. I was just making the tie.
Yes.
Yeah. But, yeah, so, yeah, a lot of political analysts are losing their damn minds. Her dying wish was that her seat not be filled until after the election, but we know how Trump
fucking
is,
right.
so we don't think that's going to happen.
That's not gonna happen.
He straight up
No.
called people from the military today losers and something else, but I couldn't remember what it was.
He's
And
done
my mom
that-
called
He's
me.
done that a
I'm
bunch
sorry.
this week.
Why?
I know,
though?
but
Are half of them his biggest
Hang on.
supporters?
Let me
I know.
find
What
it.
are all of these people going to do with their Veterans for Trump signs now?
Right?
Do-do-do-do. Let me
I
find
don't
it.
understand.
Just
I really should not follow Trump on Twitter, but I like to keep
Shannon.
informed. It's just to be
okay.
informed.
Oh,
my favorite teaching thing that I've ever seen in my entire life was some teacher sent an email to his students. It was like, blah, 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 class is canceled. This is the homework. And if you can figure out a tweet that will get me blocked by the president, you'll get 10 bonus points.
Awesome. Yeah.
oh
I'd
my
love to do
goodness.
that.
But
Yeah.
how would you know if you tried one and you got blocked? Then how is it just the one person gets 10 points? Because that's rude. Because what if I came up
I
with
guess
a
you could make it a class
really,
project.
really good
Yeah.
tweet and someone else just beat me to the punch?
Where the
Like,
heck
I
is
want
this
my
thing?
10
Who the
bonus
fuck?
points.
I cannot find this. Because
Also-
I know this was happening a couple days ago. I don't think he said anything today
Yeah.
specifically. Because I know
Who
this has
knows?
been a whole thing on Twitter all week. Has
Oh, I
been
bet.
him. God, I need to not be on Twitter at all, but I just can't.
I mean,
I
I'm
just
on
can't.
Twitter, but I don't get on Twitter. I'm also,
Yeah.
I think I follow 10, no, it's probably 25 people
Yeah.
tops, because I'm very selective about who I follow.
All right. Well, I hate to cut this conversation short, but it is already 8:30
I
my
know.
time, and I do have to work in the morning.
I know.
I have a doctor's
I know. It's just a lot happened this week, okay?
Look,
Yay.
I had to skip last week because I had a mental breakdown. It's fine.
Yes.
It's fine.
But we love you, and we're so
Yes.
glad that you're back.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't actually that bad I say that. It's not the one that I had to like drop out of school for.
I was gonna say
nothing's ever gonna compare to that one.
I was gonna say, I was like, you maybe have a different standard for breakdowns, but
it's fine. I only had minor hallucinations. I wasn't like underneath my desk, rocking back and forth in the fetal position, hyperventilating in the middle of the night. It's cool. We're fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my
it's
god.
Fine. Get professional help if you need it, friends. Okay,
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
and get it early on before it's bad.
Yeah, and you are taking steps to, alleviate things.
Yeah. I am removing stressors from my life.
Yes.
And also, I have to remember to take my medication.
Yeah,
part of it was because
good.
I forgot my medicine one day. So that was part of it. So, like, I mean, I'm well aware of what caused it. But,
still.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good, though. We're good.
It's all good. It's good. We're on the path to being fine again. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Are
we doing the intro, or do we just want to blow right past that because we're 15 minutes in?
Look, I'm just going to say hi, friends. I'm Shelby. That's Shannon and Hannah. We're
there
good.
We go.
Okay. Announcements are, I'm back this week, I guess. And we're going to be talking about things. And also, if I sound funny, I'm sorry, but it's because my lip and my tongue are both swollen because life.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is not an adequate explanation, and I'm not going to push you for a better one.
Look, no, I'll give you an explanation. It's just because part of the explanation makes sense, and then the other part is literally just me being stupid. Okay, so I have 4 to 5 cuts on the inside of my bottom lip, and like a small gash on the side of my tongue.
What did you do?
You're not supposed to eat the razor blades.
No, okay. See, 2 of the cuts on my lip are because I had one of the kids at the daycare was sitting in my lap during like our morning circle time or whatever, and we were singing a song and they got too excited and were like jumping up and down and they straight up headbutted me in the chin.
That shit hurts so bad.
It was so bad. And of course I'm like wearing a mask and I was like, oh god, I'm probably bleeding. Yeah. It was a good time. And of course, like, I'm surrounded by a bunch of 1-year-olds, so I can't even like
swear,
vocalize my pain. But yeah, you just gotta sing through the tears. But that's what 2 of the cuts are, and then the other ones, because literally that happened yesterday morning, and then last night after working at the daycare, I went and worked my job at the mall, and I was putting like product out on the floor, and I was opening up a package and it had like plastic wrapping on it. And so I was like ripping the plastic wrapping open, and it like broke away instead of just tearing. And so it was like when you lose like the tension on a rubber band. And so I straight up just punched myself in the face.
God, Shelby.
You sound like me. Like, that's shit that I do. What are you doing?
I was like, it's cool. It's fine. I can't feel my mouth. It's totally
now we're
okay.
If we're continuing with the trend of us getting sick at the same time and all that nonsense, I'm going to punch myself in the face suit now.
Look, I don't recommend. It hurts.
I know.
I was literally, because I was putting
Pocky. I haven't done that before.
I was literally putting Pocky on the shelf, and it was a Pocky package. Like,
betrayed.
Oh my god.
Right? I was just like, why? It's little breadsticks covered in chocolate, and I'm punching myself in the face over it.
Nutella breadsticks. I can't.
It's the worst. But yeah, so
God, I'm sorry.
But also, to those listening, I do have a tendency to hurt myself in really stupid ways. Like the time I sprained my ankle on a mechanical horse.
Yeah.
In a way that the doctor had never seen before, because that's not how you sprain your ankle, apparently.
I like to make great claims before I injure myself grievously. I will, like the time I broke my leg, I was like, watch this, and then immediately fell off of the trampoline.
Do you remember when I was visiting you and I said, this doesn't look that icy?
Oh yeah, we were hiking up Cadillac in Acadia.
This doesn't look that icy.
Beautiful place. Literally, it was, when was it? It was March, so it was still covered in ice because
Yeah.
I live in Maine and everything's frozen for like 6 months out of the year.
Yeah.
So we were like hiking up a mountain. First of all, my cousin Michael was wearing Crocs.
I think we discussed this on the show before because I'm still pissed about it. He's the only
I
one
think
who
we
didn't
did
fall.
like the first or second episode,
Yeah,
maybe.
I think we did.
He's the only one who
Anyway,
didn't
that
fall.
little
Whatever, it
bitch
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
did perfectly fine. And Shannon and I was in hiking shoes and Shannon was in boots. And we straight up ate it. I fell like a delicate ballerina. Do you remember I did the splits?
I still think about your fall all the time, and it still makes me cry laugh.
It was very. It wasn't fast. It was very slow. I kind of just like delicately did the splits on a like ice patch.
She was
I'm
like
so
holding
sad
on.
I missed this trip.
I know.
Like,
She
because I was
was-
supposed to be there.
She was
I know, but
holding
honestly,
on.
we couldn't do anything
We
because that was
couldn't
when
do
COVID
anything.
happened, and I
Yeah.
escaped
Yeah.
to
We had to
Illinois.
drive
It was like
back
2
and
days
But
later
anyway,
you drove back to Illinois, so.
I got there on Saturday, and then we left on Wednesday. So
Yeah, so basically.
But yeah, with Hannah's fall, she was holding on to a tree that looked like the Christmas tree from Charlie Brown. And
It was a very tiny little tree.
Her feet were just sliding.
It just kept going. I mean, I was on like it was definitely an incline
It was so funny.
because you were probably like 10 feet away from me, but like 5 feet below me. You know, it was like
Oh,
I don't
man.
know, whatever.
Yeah, and then
time.
for mine, hers was on the way
I love
down.
hiking.
Mine was on the way up, and I flat out said, "This doesn't look too bad." I took a step, and my feet just went out from under me.
Seriously, I thought we were going to have to go to the hospital,
I was like
and we didn't really.
inches away from some stones. Like it was
Yeah,
almost
I was
really
like, great,
bad.
she has a concussion. She's fucking dead.
I didn't hit my head at all. I know how to fall. It all landed on my thigh and on like my shoulder. I was fine. I didn't
I'm
even
really
bruise.
surprised you weren't bruised.
I didn't bruise at all. It was
Look,
weird.
when you injure
'Cause that
yourself
shit
as
hurt.
often as me and Shannon do, you gotta learn how to fall.
Yes.
You just gotta.
I even faint gracefully, apparently.
Oh yeah, when Shannon faints, she literally just lies down.
I literally just
She like
lay
puts
myself
herself to
on
bed
the
on the floor in front of the Chick-fil-A at the mall.
Yes.
When Shannon gets overheated, she faints, so.
Well, it hasn't happened since I got put on my asthma inhaler, so I think that was a huge part of it, was that I
I
literally
mean,
couldn't
probably.
breathe.
Probably.
Like, I still get
But-
lightheaded sometimes, but it's
But
not,
yeah,
like,
she
bad.
once fainted in the middle of the mall in
I
front of
did.
the Chick-fil-A in the food court.
Yeah. I just ordered my food, and part of it was a cherry Coke. And, they give you your soda before you get your food. In my head, I got my soda and then went and sat down, and then I woke up on the floor. I
That's
didn't
why it
even
was
know
so
I
great to settle
Take a
fainted.
quick nap.
I didn't even. And then Ashley, who was with me, was just standing there like, what the fuck do I do?
Oh my god, poor Ashley. She's just so quiet and timid.
She
can't
was
imagine
probably
her.
like, now I have to ask someone for
Well,
help.
and then
Oh God, what do I do?
apparently she was really confused about what was going on because I didn't actually faint. I literally laid myself on, like I hold down to the counter and laid myself gracefully on the floor. So she didn't know what was happening.
She was probably like, yeah, I should just leave her and this friendship is over.
Yeah. She was just like, I didn't understand what you were doing because you didn't fall. You laid down. And I was like, I can't tell you what happened either.
If you're wondering how it all turned out in the end, Shannon and Ashley's friendship, we were her bridesmaids.
Yeah,
in
we were
Ashley's
in her
wedding.
wedding last year.
Yeah.
We're fine.
So don't worry about it.
I've been
They
friends
lasted.
with Ashley since like 4th grade. I lived with her in college. It's fine. But like,
Oh my
a
God.
weird day. Oh man. But
I just want to point out that we are now 23 minutes into this, and
I
I
know.
still haven't
God damn.
even told you what the topic
Go ahead and
is.
start. Go ahead. Yeah. What's the topic?
Oh
I
my
wanna know
God.
what- yeah.
Um.
We haven't all talked together in 2 weeks, guys. This is what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway.
Oh, also, I won't be working at the daycare soon.
yeah.
Fun
Yay.
fact. Yeah. That's all you need to know about that.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be talking about a Japanese urban legend. Just like one specific one. I'm not talking about them like overall because that's too much.
Yeah.
And the research part of my brain was like, but now you know all the information. And I was like, but no one cares.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the only one who cares about Japanese folklore. Okay. Not true, but still. But anyway, so basically just like general gist for like Japanese urban legends is like with any other type of urban legend versus folklore thing, like they are not the same. Like the urban legends generally contain information or like stories about paranormal entities or like creatures that humans have encountered, or that have like creatures that have attacked humans, things like that. But also it can be about like non-supernatural rumor type things because it's an urban legend. That's just what they are. But in blah 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 in Japan, words I can use them. The supernatural cases are generally about yurei, as opposed to yokai, which basically, because what, like, the creature that we're going to be talking about today is a form of yokai. But basically, in Japan, they have multiple different words for, like, demon-type creatures. And it's basically, I don't know how to put it into, like, English terms, but I just kind of listed out a couple of, like, what the different words are that they use and kind of what it would be in, like, the equivalent in, like, American Western culture or whatever.
Okay. Hannah, are you dying?
Yeah, please
I
don't
nailed a
die.
lot of nail polish just now.
Please don't.
But I'm okay.
Okay. Maybe keep that on your nails and not in your lungs.
I'm not huffing it. I'm painting my nails the color of macaroni and cheese. Don't judge.
I'm not judging.
No.
I would never.
It's called Don't Hate, Curate.
I literally bought fake nails the other day that have a cemetery on them.
There you go.
Because I can't be bothered to go get my nails done, but if you give me nails that
I
I
can't
can
afford that shit.
press onto my fingers, I will buy them.
God.
That was a nice one. There is a stupid gnat in my room, and it keeps crawling across.
Right
It is crawling across my computer screen.
Great.
And it is driving me insane.
Uh-huh.
Also, I just want you to know that when I record now, because you requested that I sit at a desk and I don't have a desk, I sit at my vanity table.
That's fine.
And so when you guys are doing your episodes, I do my makeup because I have to keep my hands busy. But when I am recording my episodes, this is the first one that I have done while sitting here. And I just realized that I am like watching myself in my vanity mirror and I feel like a YouTuber.
Ooh.
Gross.
And I hate it.
Today we'll be
myself.
unboxing. I couldn't even finish
Hey
that.
guys, welcome back to my channel.
You did that way too
Like,
well.
review, subscribe.
Oh, man. Anyway, let's keep going.
Okay. Okay, so different types of, like, demon-ish creatures in Japan. There are akuma, which are basically like a devil-type creature. That the word is also used for, like, Western-style demons, or even, like, Satan, although sometimes Satan will be written out in... Okay, Japanese has 3 alphabets, and so it'll be written in the one alphabet that they use for foreign words, so they'll literally write out the name Satan. But if they don't do that, they'll use Akuma, because it's like a higher level demon, devil type creature.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I literally only wrote down 4 of these. There's like 50 words
Yeah.
for it, just depending on like what the different like connotations that go with it are. So there's also oni, which are ogre-like creatures. I don't know if you guys have ever seen pictures of the like red or blue demon statues from around Japan.
Yeah.
But those are oni. And if you like know what you're looking at, like as far as like if you see pictures of those red or blue statues, I think the blue one is like a wind demon or something. I can't remember, and don't quote me on that. It's probably wrong. Whatever. But those are like common creatures in Japanese mythology, and so the statues are found like all over the country. But if you see pictures of them, they look like a Western version of what like an ogre looks like. So that's generally like if an American is going to say Oni, they are generally referring to something that looks like our idea of an ogre.
Is that ONI in English?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm Googling it.
Do it.
Oh, yeah.
And then yokai are... The creature we're talking about today is considered a yokai. And that is the word that is used for... again, these are all words for demons, so it's a demon creature, but this is one that is more of like a ghost or a phantom. So it, like the word yokai is made up of kanji, which is like the main alphabet in Japanese. The two kanji that make up the word yokai, the first one means calamity and the second one means apparition.
That's
so
not a good combination.
Right, yeah. So basically, and this is probably more information than anybody needs, but the way that like kanji works is it's a little bit of like a pictographic language. And like there's like basic characters, and the way that you combine those characters changes the meaning. So it's not like letters. It's like you'll put like the symbol for, I guess this one for calamity next to the symbol for apparition, and you get this idea of a bad spirit-like creature, basically. So that's what yokai are. So that's what the creature we're talking about. And then what I said earlier about how like the supernatural cases for urban legend in Japan are usually revolve around yurei. Those are not actually demons, but they're more like what we would think of as ghosts or spirits. So like a human who has died and their soul has taken on a like corporeal form.
Gotcha.
That is more of what most of the Japanese urban legends are. And the kanji that make up that word, the first one translates to faint, and the second one to soul, so faint souls. So,
ooh, that's pretty.
It is. But like I said, that's what most of the urban legends tend to be about, is like the more ghost-like creatures. We're talking more the demon side. That was way more history than you needed, but I like Japanese
no, it's good
things.
good to have the context.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the actual specific creature that we will be talking about is the Jinmenken, which is
how do you spell that?
Jinmenken, all one word. Please just look up pictures of them because they're creepy.
I'm sorry, can you spell it?
Jinmenken.
Wait.
There it is.
Which translates
it's all
to...
one word, Huna.
No, it is all one word.
Yeah, it's all one word.
No. I know that.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think I'm seeing the right thing.
Okay, well, what it translates to is human-faced dog.
Yeah, I don't like
Why
these.
are all of these from, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something?
Okay, well, that's because there is one from the show Yokai Watch.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to, Huna.
Yeah. There's not a lot of pictures of the actual creature. Most of the pictures are from the one that's on Yokai Watch.
And it's like some guy who... Ooh, that one's fucking scary.
Right?
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Oh, okay, I hate this.
Now you know why. Now you know why I didn't put them on a PowerPoint.
Yeah,
for you,
I don't like these things.
Yeah. They're literally Jinmenken translates to human-faced dog. So
No.
they're spooky.
No thanks.
This might be hyper-specific.
Yes.
You guys have seen Over the Garden Wall, correct?
Oh, heck yeah.
Isn't there one of these things in Greg's, like, weird fever dream?
Ooh.
Isn't there? I Googled it and I can't find it, but isn't there one of these things? It's the thing.
No, I
that-
want to
Did I ever tell you guys about my spirit journey in the woods in Missouri?
No, do tell.
Do that while I Google.
Okay, I don't remember if that was in Over the Garden Wall, but one time my friend Amy and I went to the woods, and it's gonna sound like I was taking drugs. I was not taking drugs. I've never done drugs in my life.
We're very
I
boring
wouldn't know
people.
where to buy pot or weed, to quote my roommate. But anyway, I...
Wait, I'm sorry. Re-say that. What?
One time my roommate said to me, I wouldn't know where to buy pot or weed. And I was like,
That is
"You are
adorable."
So sheltered. Anyway, so my friend Amy and I went to the woods, and we had, like, a day of it. Like, I literally cut down a tree with an axe. I felt like Survivor Man or whatever, and I was having a good time. And then when it was time to go to bed, I took a NyQuil, because that was the point when I wasn't sleeping, because I was in grad school and my brain was not working. So I took not a NyQuil, what is it called? Like
ZQuil. A ZQuil?
Yeah, like a ZQuil.
Yeah, that was the thing that made me auditory hallucinate. That was fun.
Okay, here's the thing. During that night, okay, first of all, we were, I'm pretty sure we were in a sundown town.
Oh,
Which,
no!
do you guys know what that is?
Yes!
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Can you explain
That
it, though,
was-
in case people don't know?
Okay, so if you're not from the South, there are these places called sundown towns, and basically
Not just the South. Sorry, I do want to... It's not just the
I
South.
know,
It's
but
not.
They're
I know.
more prominent in
They
the
were
South.
more prevalent in
More
the South.
prominent in
I
the
just
South.
don't want to put all of the...
Prevalent,
like-
that's the word I meant.
Did you say
know what I meant.
prevalent?
I said prominent.
Ah.
same, it works.
It's not the most correct.
No, it's not. Okay, anyway, but sundown towns are basically places that are run by essentially the Klan, and if you are black or basically not white, Christian, male, whatever, and you're caught outside after sundown, then you'll probably be lynched, and that's why they're called sundown towns, because you have to
Yeah.
be out by sundown.
It more applied to black people than any other
Yeah.
group. I almost found
Yeah,
it. Where are
so
you?
we're
There
in
it
a
is! I
sundown
found it!
town, probably,
Hang on. I gotta take a screenshot.
which we didn't know.
Sorry, continue. I found what I was looking for.
What is it? If dreams can't come, then what? Oh, I was looking at the wrong.
Oh, it's from Over the Garden Wall. Sorry,
okay, I
I'm
was very
sending
confused.
Shannon over the garden wall cross-stitch pattern things.
Ooh, this thing! I put it in the Discord chat. This thing!
Yeah.
This thingy! This is what those pictures made me think of.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so I took a NyQuil, Dayquil, whatever, ZQuil, and the forest we were in was freaking full of coyotes. Like, Amy brought a gun because there were so many coyotes. And so we were doing, we weren't doing traditional camping. We were practicing, like, survival camping. We were, like, I think it was, like, right after Trump got elected, and we were very afraid of, like,
Yeah.
a total collapse of government. So we were, like, straight up prepper camping. So I was in a hammock, under a tarp, and Amy was on the ground, in, like, a tarp tent. I don't know, we didn't have regular tents. But anyway, so she's sleeping on the ground with her gun, and there's all these fucking coyotes, and they made their way into my dream. So I had this, like, spiritual dream where Amy was talking to me and, like, giving me life goals and stuff, and then her face just slowly turned into the face of a coyote.
Oh my god.
She was still talking to me. It was so
No.
fucking messed up. And then I woke up and I was like, we
No,
need to
no.
leave. It was very weird, and I also slept for like 14 hours because that
Okay.
ZQuil
So
knocked me out.
Yeah.
you having your spiritual dream about your cousin,
Friend.
friend.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got cousin from, but whatever.
I don't know.
Friend turning into a coyote reminds me of when I had my actual mental breakdown. And I used to hallucinate wolves with wings stalking me.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, that's
that
fun.
was bad.
Yeah. But they could only move through the shadows, and they hated running water.
Okay, that's worse.
So, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So they were a mix of vampires and there was a Doctor Who creature that could only live in shadows.
Yeah, the ones in the library.
Yeah, the ones in the library.
Whatever they were called. I don't remember.
It was the something, but I can't remember what it was. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Continue.
But, yeah, these are the things that my brain comes up with is wolves with wings that run through the shadows and stalk me, and it's a good time. It's a good time.
When I was little, like maybe 3 years old, I had this recurring nightmare of a black cat chasing me, and all of its legs would fall off as it was chasing me.
Oh my
God.
No,
And my
thank
parents
you.
were like, should we, like, be giving her some kind of medication? But it was just like this recurring nightmare I had as a baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
And I would always
No,
tell
mine
my dad, the
wasn't
black
that
kitty's
young.
coming to get me.
But I to this day have a recurring nightmare of, apparently my anxiety brain doesn't like wolves, even though they're one of my favorite animals, but I have a recurring nightmare about Wolfman, which
Great.
that's just what I call him. I don't really
Yeah.
know how to describe him other than he kind of looks like Lupin from Harry Potter in his wolf form in the movies. But he's like wearing a suit. It's weird. But yeah, he like comes and kills me.
Cool.
I have that one, and then I have the little cannibal children that eat me.
I'm really glad I don't live in my haunted house anymore because I don't have nightmares anymore.
Oh my God, your haunted house was freaky.
It was. Can we get back on topic though?
Yes, maybe.
Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's my fault.
Anyway, we're talking about human-faced dogs. So, because I didn't put up pictures for you guys looked it up, but for
Yes.
anyone who's listening, it's literally, it has the body of a dog, but its face is that of a person.
Yeah,
so,
the one I sent really freaked me out.
Yeah. They look really freaky. Just
Yeah,
Google
not-
it if you feel like it, but
Not
also
a fan.
don't. No.
Not a fan.
But basically, like, the origin of, like, stories about this kind of creature started back in the Edo period in Japan, which was from 1603 to 1868. But the first
Long
known...
time.
What?
That's a long time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shannon, Shelby, I bet you have watched this, but Shannon, have you seen the history of Japan?
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay,
have.
oh my God. That's the only reason I knew that tidbit that you just said. It's because of that.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's like where the origin of these, but it was in more of like the 1800 part of it, because the first known recording of any of these creatures is from 1810. So still a long time, but not quite as long as like 1603. But anyway, this first original story was of a human-faced puppy that apparently, like, the news spread. Honestly, my thought process was like, it's probably just some type of like pug, because you smushed in its face, but whatever. That or it's just some weird mutation. But
It's
anyway,
like a monkey.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't get ahead of us here, Hannah.
Sorry.
Jesus.
We're getting very good at guessing the end results of each other's stories.
Aren't we, though?
Because she got mad at me about the Frog Boys one.
Well, you were like, but the military was like, shut up!
Look, there's only so many ways these can go.
That's fair. I'll accept that.
Especially if there's a secret military base next door to a murder site.
Yeah.
Gosh, I wonder
Where
what
they were
happened.
murdered with military weapons.
Probably.
And bullets.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. In Korea. Okay. But yeah, so it was like this human face.
In Korea.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, there was a human-faced puppy, and, like, news reports of it spread across Japan, and this random dude, he's not a random dude, he owned a carnival, whatever, he heard about it, decided he wanted it, he tracked it down, and acquired it.
Fair.
Somehow, somewhere, don't really know, whatever. He wanted to use it in his carnival
I have a
shows.
genuine question.
Yes.
So it's going to sound like I'm just bullshitting, but it's an actual question. So you said this may have come out in like the 1600s, like this may have started. Did they have
What?
did they have like carnivals as we think of them in the 1600s in Japan?
Okay, so this is the first story. It's from 1810. So yes.
Okay. Cool.
And no, not in the way that we view them in Western culture, but they do have
that was what I meant.
Similar concept.
Okay, cool. Because I know in Western culture that does not go back that far.
No. But yeah, it's similar in that it's like a bunch of like weird oddities and like think original P.T. Barnum mystery.
P.T. Barnum.
Also,
Everyone who likes Greatest Showman, you do not know how dark and sinister that fucked up guy's
Don't
life
attack
was.
me like that. I know about P.T. Barnum, but I also love the movie because I can separate the two. I really think they should have just gone with a different name, but it's fine.
They really should have.
Fuck
And like
him.
Shelby and I have had this conversation
because
how
look, musical theater Hugh Jackman is my favorite, and nothing will ever change that.
No. I love Hugh Jackman more than anything. However, that movie should not have been about P.T. Barnum because he was a disgusting
Hardcore
they
agree.
stopped. They changed the entire story just to make him look less shitty, and that was what Shelby and I had a conversation about over the summer. Was because like, I'm gonna go on a mini rant here. Like in Hamilton, they changed facts, but it was only to fit the plot better. It wasn't to make anybody look better because almost everybody, and not almost everybody, a lot of people in that show come out looking like shit because they were kind of shit. Whereas with Greatest Showman, they changed facts specifically to make P.T. Barnum not look like shit, and I don't like that because he was shitty. They really should have just made it be about some fictitious carnival guy, and it would have been a whole lot better. End rant.
Yeah.
P.T. Barnum.
Well, and my thing is like they already added the character of like whatever Zac Efron's character was.
Exactly.
Who wasn't part of P.T. Barnum's life. So why not just change everyone else?
Yeah. It just.
And then I think it was
the
the girl who Zendaya played was a real person, but not part of P.T. Barnum's circus.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I think.
I don't know.
I think. Again, don't quote me.
I just know.
I'm probably wrong because I'm always wrong.
Well, Zac Efron's character, his name is Philip Carlisle. He for sure did not exist. And that's the other weird thing. It's Barnum and Bailey's. Like, that's, like, I don't, like, why change that? And then, I don't, anyway.
But, like, just make it about some, like, random circus dude.
I just pretend it occurred in, like, some alternate reality where Barnum
That's
did
what
not
I
exist.
tell myself because I can't hate Hugh Jackman because he was so passionate about those
Or Zendaya!
songs.
Or Zac Efron!
He cried.
Like, I know!
And I love him.
Kind of like with Inglourious Bastards. Like, you have to accept that it occurred in a different universe than ours because Hitler dies.
Yeah. But anyway, think like original P.T. Barnum, like Museum of Odd Things that most of them are fake.
Gotcha.
Museum of raping thousands of black women.
Yes.
Sure, got it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I was thinking more we attached a child's body to a fishtail and called it a mermaid, but sure.
Yeah.
That's Ripley's Believe It or Not, Shelby.
I don't care.
I've been to 3 of their locations.
Okay, the one in Branson is shit.
The one in Branson sucks ass.
Oh my god, it was not worth the money. Allie and I went there
The
over
one
summer.
in Gatlinburg is okay.
Yes, the one in Gatlinburg is okay. My grandpa almost died at it.
Oh my god, why?
Of course
Actually,
he
the haunted
fucking
house
did!
Wait, the haunted house part? Why?
Yeah, you know how there's a haunted house part?
Yeah?
So you know how, like, there's that room where the wall is spinning, but you're walking on a platform in the middle?
Oh, yeah.
That, like, fucked him up somehow, and he just kind of, tipped
if you
over.
are prone to any type of vertigo, like, I can't do that part. I literally have to close my eyes and walk through it, because
he just, like, tipped
otherwise
over.
I will, die.
Oh my god.
He collapsed, and my cousin Kevy comes, waltzing out nonchalantly. I didn't go in because I was a big weenie.
Kevy.
And she comes waltzing out nonchalantly, and she's like,
Kevy.
Grandpa's dead. Great, thanks for the drama.
I've only met Kevy once, and that sounds like
her.
such a Kevy thing to
That's
say.
exactly what she would say.
I love
but she,
her.
waltzed out like, Grandpa's dead.
Right.
And we were like, cool, great.
Oh my
So my
god.
mom, ran in there.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god. Oh my lord.
My grandma was, losing her shit. Like, John! John!
Oh my gosh.
That's my step-grandpa, by the way.
my
He has
lord.
since passed on New Year's Eve to cause a scene, in my opinion. But
God, how dare you almost die, causing a scene.
no, he caused a scene
When
on
he
his
died!
Oh, gotcha.
That was the scene.
Gotcha.
It was New Year's Eve.
He just had to be dramatic and get all the attention on him.
I know.
How dare he? How dare he?
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm not-
Anyway,
You were
back to
worried this
carnivals.
episode was gonna be short.
I know. I know. I should have
God,
known
we're
better.
almost an hour in and nothing has happened. I mean, you've talked about the dogs, but
Not a lot.
It's a good thing that I didn't have much to talk about.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so this guy acquired this human-faced puppy, for his sideshow thing. It's called a mise mono, if you want to look it up and see what it would have been
How?
like.
It's in
You spell-
the Wikipedia entry, so I will look at it.
Yeah,
How you
it's
spell that?
Misemono.
This is a very disappointingly short Wikipedia entry.
It
oh
is.
my god, let's see who
Yeah.
edited it. Whoa, wait, what?
Are we doing the
Whoa,
editing
what?
thing again?
Wait,
What?
what am I looking at?
What is wrong
I
with
don't
you?
know.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna send you some pictures. What?
Okay.
What is a misamo? Will you say that again? Will you repeat that?
Misemono?
That's like
Misemono.
No. Will you repeat what it is?
it's like an exhibit.
It's like a carnival sideshow.
Oh,
like an
type
exhibition
thing.
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is what popped up, and there's like
Like
four
what
other
we
ones.
like what we did at the 1893 World's Fair where we put people in a fucking exhibition.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it. Oh good lord!
I'm just saying, there's lots of these.
I mean, not surprised.
We're on different. Well, I didn't Google it. I went straight from Wikipedia, but we're on different versions of the internet.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh my god!
Interesting.
What the
That
fuck?
It's like
Okay.
you know how, okay, so back in the day, doctors weren't allowed to, like, practice medicine on women.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't, like, practice, like,
Yeah, I know.
they weren't allowed to, like, touch women because it was inappropriate.
Yeah.
So these are, like, old, these
Yeah.
look like old,
Like practice dummy
like,
things.
practice dolls for, like, pregnant women.
But why
And
is it
I don't know
under
why they all
this
showed up
word?
online. I don't know. There's, like, 5 of them. But then there's also, like...
Oh,
mermaids,
wait.
so
I
don't really
think
know
these
what's
were
going
featured.
So it's probably just like weird things.
I think these were featured in. Yeah, these were I found an article. These were thought to be part of the Misemono sideshow. That's why. They aren't actually called that. I don't fucking know. I didn't do it.
I didn't... Okay, thanks.
I don't know. That was just what it came up. Like,
Geez, Shannon, why don't you know?
I don't know everything about history, okay?
God, you're
Ugh.
the worst.
My history degree is
Oh,
failing
God.
me.
But yeah, so I mean,
Man.
this guy took this human-faced puppy, put it in a show. It got a lot of attention, made him super rich. That's supposedly. I mean, none of this is proven. It's just the first known recorded story of it. What are you sending me?
More of those creepy
that-
baby doll things.
Oh, more of those creepy doll pictures. Okay.
Yep.
So that's, like I said, the first story that anyone can find about them, but modern concepts of the creatures spread across Japan in the late 1980s and onward. There was one little tidbit that says something about, like, it might have been spread in the 1950s by surfers in Japan, and that's all it said, and I was like, but why? I don't get
High
it.
as fuck.
Right?
Bro.
Like,
Oh
right
my
after
God.
World War II, when you're isolationist, and, but okay, I don't,
And you're waiting for your economy to boom.
right, yeah. But whatever,
Interesting.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I disregarded that because I was like, but why? But anyway, so modern concepts started in like the 1980s, specifically 1989, but you know, whatever. So there's been lots of supposed sightings that people have had of these creatures. All of them happen at night, as
Of course.
Nope.
they do,
Of course.
when it
That's
comes
okay.
to urban
have
legend
to
type
do
things.
that.
Oh, actually, speaking of, I saw something the other night that I just assumed it was the moon, but because my children at the daycare were being actual gremlins, and so I was just like, oh, it must be the moon because it looks like a full moon. So, you know, my children are demons. It's fine. But then I went to work and they were like, no, it's a new moon. And I was like, but then what did I see?
Wait, you saw this like on your way into work, or was this in the middle of the day?
No, it was at night. I saw it, and then the next day I went into work, and I was like, the children are being bad because it's a full moon. And they were like, no, it's not. It's a new moon. And I was like,
okay. I was really confused.
But I definitely, like, saw something in the sky. It was probably a UFO, because I live in Illinois.
Yeah.
Great. And cornfields.
That's sick.
But anyway, that's that. It wasn't actually that important of a story, but, you know.
Do you remember? I'm sorry,
Maybe
I
I'm
mean
just
to get us off
hallucinating.
track again. Do you guys remember, it was a few years ago, I was driving home to my mom's house at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I thought my neighbor was a ghost because she was outside in a white robe and I couldn't see her head.
Okay, but your neighbors are weird.
They're so fucking weird. My neighborhood is so
Everyone
weird.
who lives on your street is weird.
I know.
Including the one that used to be our teacher.
I know. No, they all like stare at you when you drive by. They like literally stop what they're doing to stare at you when you drive by, and sometimes they'll wave. That makes it worse.
And their children, like,
they won't
just
get out
walk
of
down
I've almost
the middle
hit...
of the road, and then their parents, like, when you just, like, are
Almost
sitting
hit
there
them.
trying to not murder their children with a car,
Yeah.
their parents just, like, stare at you like, how dare you get your car that close to my child? And I'm like, how dare your child be in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
But it's fine.
My neighborhood is interesting. Anyway, continue.
You were sending us lots of pictures of really creepy dolls, and dolls don't creep me out, so...
They creep me out.
I did decide today that there is a very specific
probably
haunted doll that I will be doing in a later episode, so... But yeah, okay, so all of the
do you see
sightings...
what this Sugar Smack doll has that other dolls don't have?
What was the question? Or what'd you say?
Oh god,
take a look at that
why?
Sugar Smack doll.
Yeah.
Ew.
Why?
What the fuck?
It has a penis.
Why?
But I don't know why. It's like a baby doll. It looks like a little girl baby doll with blonde hair, but it's got a pee-pee instead.
Okay. Of all the things we say on
I have
this
to send you
show...
guys a picture. I have to send you a picture from my life.
Guys, we're an hour in.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
yeah, keep talking.
while
I
you
can
find
find
this
it.
picture, I'm going to
Yeah.
keep talking,
Okay, I found it and I sent it. So I bought a pair of Harry Potter slippers because obviously I needed something for my office. Anyway, look at the shape that they formed, where my foot goes.
That's funny. Okay, continue.
Of course they did. But yeah, so all the sightings have happened at night. Most of them happen in rural or like suburban areas, but there have been some that have been in more urban areas. One of the most famous sightings was actually in the Shibuya district, which is like one of the most densely like populated and crowded areas in Tokyo. So they have been known to be seen in populated areas, but as with most creatures that don't actually exist, people see them in the dark, out in the woods.
I'm sorry. This is not related. McConnell is going to try to push the floor vote for the nominee. Sorry. I thought that was important. I'm sorry. Continue. I just wanted to interject with that.
Oh no, that was my reaction to that.
I know. You made
Not
the weird
to
vacuum
you
noise
interrupting
again.
me. It's okay.
I know. You made a vacuum noise again.
No, that was not
I mean, it's better
vacuum.
than my
That was-
Velociraptor noise, but no one wants to hear that.
We should practice those sometimes. I have a pretty good one.
Do it, please.
I'm not doing it right now.
Re-elected our majority. You won because of an out... I'm gonna...
Okay.
I need to stop or I'm gonna be yelling about the Electoral College.
Gonna
Go
say
ahead.
let's go off the internet now.
I know. Go ahead.
But yeah, okay, so the people who see them, most of the times it's like they're taking out the trash and they see what they assume is a normal dog, like rooting around in a pile of trash. And then they get closer and the dog turns around and it's a human face looking back at them. Which, if that happened to me in the middle of the night, I would probably never leave my house again. Because that's creepy. And then there are other sightings of them where it's like the dog is chasing down a car or it's merely just standing in a shadowy alley.
Of course it
Because
is.
That's what
That's
freaky
okay.
things do.
I don't need to go to Japan.
Look, it's actually quite nice there.
Yeah, okay, but there's also dogs that have man faces, and
There's demon
that's
dogs.
not okay.
But let's see.
You would be a spectacle there, Huna. You're redheaded.
You would. My next door neighbor, when we lived there, had red hair, and he was like super tall and skinny and had freckles and everything. And he had like red curly hair. And he like became a model while they lived over there because they were like, you don't look like us. Wear these clothes and everyone will love you. And I was like, in America, he just looks awkward and cocky. But okay.
I feel personally offended for my people.
No, not because he has red
too
hair.
late.
Not all
You already said it.
redheads.
Nope, you already
Because
said it.
he was an awkward and
Racist.
gawky against my own people, against the Irish.
Against the Irish.
Look, I have 1/32 of a drop of Irish blood, okay? They're my people. If we were talking to my grandmother, we would be half Irish, but she's wrong. We're from England.
Hi, Pep. Peppa's here.
Well,
Oh,
Screen.
Peppa!
My dad was trying to claim that we were Native American until my sister did the DNA test. So, like,
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, my grandpa's like,
There's
I'm a quarter
that.
Cherokee, and we looked up and we're like, no, you're German, you idiot.
yeah, that's basically what happened with us, too.
Say hi.
Someone lied to you.
Which, like, I'm not going to get into all that. But yeah, he was wrong.
Yeah.
We're not getting into all that, but he was wrong.
Yeah.
His last name was literally Frank.
Oh my god.
I don't know how much more German you can get.
No, my family is German and English with a little bit of French from the Cajun side, and that's it.
All right, we're gonna spend 40 minutes on this, so we gotta keep
Yeah.
going.
All right, we're going. Okay, so the dogs are sometimes seen chasing down cars, and that is because supposedly they run really super fast, even reaching speeds up to 60 miles per hour.
Ew.
60?
Yep.
Yes.
60.
6-0.
No.
Gross.
No. No.
Yep.
But they're so
Yep.
little. How are they running
And that
that
makes
fast?
it so, well, I don't know. I don't
I'm
know
just
how
thinking
demon dog
logistically.
anatomy works.
I'm just thinking logistically. How does that work? I'm curious.
Look, because they're demons.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
All right.
Shannon,
They have the power of darkness on their side.
Also, just looking at
Also, they could just be like teleporting and we just don't realize
also
it.
true.
Nope.
Looking at that picture that you sent, Huna, the one right before your slippers, he looks top heavy. Wouldn't he like topple over? His head looks too
I
big
literally
for his
knew
body.
a dog that looked like that.
He looks
His name was
Okay, well
Dozer.
that's
Top heavy,
just
doesn't
like
he?
someone's like
No, I
someone was
know.
like, I'm describing this. Here's my picture. It's
I know.
not what they
I'm
would
just-
actually look like.
I know, I'm just saying, in this
I assume.
interpretation, he looks top
Right?
heavy.
Yeah. He does. He does
Yeah,
look very top
that's all I'm saying.
heavy because someone literally just put a human head
Uh-huh.
on a dog's body. I did do an art project like that one
dog that
time.
looked like that. Oh my god, everyone stop yawning!
I'm sorry. So
I wasn't yawning. That's
that
all
was
you.
just me. Do these things actually like do anything other than run really fast and be creepy?
Look! Stop getting ahead of me.
Okay.
Jesus.
Everyone shut.
God, if you would let me tell my story. I'm kidding.
Sorry.
No, they don't really do anything.
Okay.
But no, so they'll like run really fast. They will pass these cars and then look back with their human face and freak people out and cause accidents. That's what they do.
Interesting.
Sir, were you drinking? No. A really fast dog that had a face like a man. Yeah, I was drinking.
I was to say, oh, okay, so instead of drinking, you were doing acid. That's so much better.
Right. That's
I was
much
drinking.
more believable.
Yeah.
But yeah, supposedly the dogs are also able to speak,
Ew.
which is
I don't-
also not a thing that I enjoy.
No.
But they prefer to like remain to themselves, and so like when people approach them and then they see the human face, usually the dog just says in what was described as a willowy voice, which again, don't like that.
No.
It basically will just say something along the lines of like, leave me alone or go away or whatever.
Okay.
Fuck off, I'm a dog.
Right? You saw nothing.
Yeah. No one will ever believe you.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like those.
Let's see you try to explain this one.
It's like those like like those encounters that people have with like Bill Murray where he does something weird and then he goes, nobody will believe you, and then he just vanishes into the night.
Right. Oh my god. But at this point, there's so many of those that I do
Hannah,
believe
have you not heard of that? Yeah, there's a bunch of people.
I don't know anything.
Okay, there's a bunch of people who
Yeah,
claim to have
Bill
these
Murray's
like,
so weird.
yeah, they claim to have these just weird ass encounters with Bill Murray, but he's always just
I think
like,
Tom Hanks has been known to do it too.
yeah, but they always said he'll tell, like he said, nobody will believe you that this happened, and he's always been right.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. Bill Murray's a cryptid.
Yeah. They'll like run into him like at some fast food place in LA, and he'll do something like weird because he realizes that they recognize who he is.
Or
so he'll just do
like,
something completely off the wall, and then he's like, no
Yeah.
one's ever gonna believe you,
Or
and then
he'll
he just
be
like
like-
runs away.
yeah, or he'll be like at a rave or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just like places you don't expect to see Bill Murray. And unless you
Right,
have photographic evidence, nobody's going to believe you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
He's a cryptid. I
Yeah,
believe
Bill Murray's
it.
a cryptid.
Where was I? Oh, and then there are some stories that people have made up. I mean, they might have some truth to them. I don't know. I've never seen one of these creatures. Who am I to say they don't exist? But people have claimed that if they don't leave this freaky dog thing alone, it will insult them and then run off.
Okay, I love it now.
Yeah,
I've changed.
okay.
I've completely changed my ideas.
And in my mind, all I can hear is the John Mulaney quote of, "No, that's the thing I'm sensitive about."
You've got feminine hips.
And runs away.
Right. And that's all I can think of.
I'm sensitive. Oh my god, it's just a teenage
I was
girl.
gonna say,
with
right?
a man's face and a
18-year-old.
doll's body.
Right? It's basically just like a child. Oh my god, speaking of children saying awful things, one of my kids at the daycare turned to me the other day, and keep in mind, like, this child just turned 2, but she turned to me the other day in the middle of lunch and goes, "Miss Shelby, you're so rude." And I was like, "I'm sorry. I don't know what I did to you. I think I just fed you lunch, but okay."
God,
I was
my
like real offended. I was like, I don't know what I did, but
Why
I'm
do you
I
sorry.
had kids do that to me in special ed. I'd be like, "Yeah, I am rude. Turn around and eat your sandwich."
But like,
Like,
she's
I don't care.
2. Like, she literally just turned 2, and I was like,
Shelby,
what did I
do you know how much shit I said when I was 2?
Oh, I know. I fully know not to take anything they
Yeah.
say, like, personally, because I had a child today who, like, was holding a baby, and I was like, "Oh, what did you name your baby?" And, baby doll,
Yeah.
to be specific.
Yeah.
I just
You
don't think that
employed
needs...
that child.
Right? And I was like, "Oh, what did you name them?" And she was like, "Cry," and I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Because I made it cry," and then she threw it on the ground, and I was like, "Okay, let me tell your parents to
Yeah.
never have another child."
I once told a grown man to his face that he looked like Humpty Dumpty, so like...
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Emma was screaming in the cart at a Publix one time, "Mommy, your Chinese sushi
Yeah,
sticks!"
I've heard that. I love it.
Oh my god.
She meant
meant
sushi.
My mom doesn't have a Chinese sushi to my knowledge.
Oh man, what else did
Oh
I say?
my god.
I said lots of shit when I was 2. Like,
Oh, I didn't talk when I was 2. The doctor thought I was delayed. But then
I
when I
was one
started
of those
talking at
kids.
3 years old, it was full sentences. And
That
they were
was
like,
what happened with
"Oh,
me."
I guess she's okay.
yeah, I didn't talk till kind of late, and then I never shut the fuck up. Ever.
Oh, see,
Emma
I
was
never talk.
literally full
And
sentences
now I
out
do
the
something
womb.
that
Like,
requires me to talk all the time. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, basically those stories about it, like, turning around and insulting them is, most of them, like, that part of the story was added on for comedic relief. You know. Usually it's because, like, they'll be doing that, like, middle school thing of, like, sitting around telling scary stories in the dark, and then people are, like, freaked out, and so they add that in to make people laugh, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Why did my voice just crack?
I don't know.
Probably because I haven't had anything to drink since 11 o'clock this morning.
Do you remember when voice cracked when he was our drum major?
Oh, good times. High school.
Hey, it didn't take a video?
Why are you trying to take a video?
Because my cat was playing with her tail and it was very cute.
Oh, Peppa. Yuki's sleeping on my bed next to me, and it's really cute.
Discord is a dick.
Maisie's in the living room. I don't know what she's doing.
Oh my god, the other night when my dogs ran away, which, to those listening, it's a regular thing for my dogs to run away. It's not that concerning, I promise. They always come back.
Yeah. They just need to go exploring.
They just have to go kill a couple rabbits.
Although you're in the
tear
same...
their feet to shreds.
You are in the same neighborhood that my aunt's dog got shot. So
I know. That's the only thing that worries me, is because we've also had one of the people on the other side of the neighborhood has called the cops on our dogs before. So, like, I'm like, little worried because Tucker looks like a German Shepherd, and that apparently makes people worried.
He's just a pretty princess.
I know. He's such a pretty princess. He's the most prissy little dog ever. But it's fine. Apparently people are scared of him. But no, when they ran away the other night, they came back at like 4:30 in the morning, which again is typical. But Yuki, apparently, because my dad like slept on the couch so he could hear when they came back, and Yuki did not sleep the entire night. She wandered around the house like yowling, trying to find the dogs.
What a precious baby.
I know. I was like, I thought you hated them. She was like, but they're not here. Where are they? What is going on? Why are you guys going to bed?
They're not here.
She's like, why are you going to bed and acting like nothing's wrong when the stupid idiots are not in bed with you? Where are they? Now I have to be on alert all night and I want to sleep.
Are you okay right now?
And now I'm going to throw up in the laundry basket and you can't stop me.
Right? Oh, Peppa. Look at her.
She's not doing it. She was like rolling around and playing with her tail. But now she's just like in alert.
We have now been recording for an hour and 12 minutes.
Okay, I'm almost done. Let me just finish. Okay, so Hannah can go to bed. Also, I have a chiropractor appointment in the morning because my hip is out of place, and so I have to go to bed as well. Anyway, okay, so generally speaking, these dogs are seen as harmless. They appear and they freak people out, but they don't actually really do anything. But people see them as bad omens, and they are often blamed for accidents and disasters. So again, like car accidents, things like that, the people will blame them on these dog-like creatures, because why not?
Yeah.
Because, again, officer, I wasn't drunk. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But it might make more sense if I say that I was drunk, so we'll just stick with that.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so that's pretty much all about these creatures. There are a couple explanations of what people might be seeing. Of course, there's the secret lab experiment from wherever that people think they might be, and they have either gotten loose. Oh, God, a burp. Okay. They've either gotten loose or been set loose for whatever reason, you know, because we like to set our human dog hybrids loose in the middle of Tokyo. Sure.
Yeah.
Or they might just be your run-of-the-mill demon dog. No one knows.
That seems more likely to me, I have to say.
Right, you know. But also, some people like to claim that they are the chupacabra of Japan.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole, like, running fast thing and
the
like,
being
the
a
way
dog
that they're
thing.
built. Yeah.
Interesting. Do they drink goat's blood?
That I do not know. It never says. As far as I know, they just like to root around through the garbage.
Interesting. Are these just like weird raccoons that people just like misunderstood?
Okay,
what
so
they were?
here's where Hannah was getting ahead of me. They might just be misidentified macaques, which are a type of monkey.
Yeah.
Because they're not that uncommon in rural parts of Japan. They like to root through the trash, and it's dark, and the human brain is dumb.
Yeah.
And fills in blanks where it can. And they do, like, the macaques, they like walk on all fours, like monkeys generally do when they're on the ground. Mm-hmm. And they have the long tail, but then they turn around and they have, you know, I don't know what Peppa is doing, but are you okay over there?
Hannah, what just happened?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Did something
I'm gonna worry about it, but
lap,
okay.
I was trying to get her to meow. So she was just like standing on my lap, and then all of a sudden she freaked the fuck out and body slammed the microphone and ran away.
Hey.
Cool.
Never mind. I just solved my own problem. Ignore me.
What was your problem?
Well, okay. Because I had the like Google search for these things that I cannot pronounce, and I'm not even going to attempt to butcher.
Macaque?
No, the actual like human face dog thing.
Jinmenken.
That, yes, thank you. And the search is related to it. One of them is cursed Kleenex commercial, and I was very confused.
Have you seen that?
No.
That shit is
but it's
so
just
scary.
another urban legend
Yeah.
that's also on that Wikipedia page. So
Yeah.
that was why. But yeah, I didn't know what this was. So I don't know.
Shannon, watch it during the day sometime. Don't like watch it at night, especially at midnight.
I'm not awake at midnight. I'm asleep at midnight.
Well, I know, but that's like when it's bad things are supposed to happen.
No, I'm
with
gonna
it.
watch it now.
Okay.
Hang on.
You should play the audio from it. It's crazy.
I don't like how this woman is moving. It's very unsettling.
Here. So I put it in our Discord chat, a picture of a macaque. So, I mean, it's a monkey. Like, but if it's dark and you're just taking out the
far
trash
away, it's
and you're
totally
not
a
paying
dog.
attention and you think you're looking at a dog and then it turns around and you see that, I mean,
Yeah, I could
guess.
see that.
you could see it as,
Yeah.
like, being a human face. I mean, it's a monkey. That's what happens.
This is a much more likely misidentifying than the Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as like, what did they say it was? Like
Deer.
a deer?
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
is, like,
no.
stupid. No, it's not a deer.
Yeah, I just watched that Kleenex commercial. Who the fuck thought that was what? I don't understand.
Did you listen to the sound?
Yes, I listened to the sound. I didn't like it.
Did you listen to the scary version?
What's the scary version?
When you play it
I
at
don't know the
midnight, it
difference.
changes.
I don't think that's true, but okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
No. I'm telling you, there's a recording online of someone watching it at midnight, and it's different, and it's the same
No,
YouTube.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
It's very weird.
Okay.
I'll
Nope.
find it and send it to you.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they just, like, changed the audio themselves, but sure.
No,
Sure.
the screen changes too, Shannon.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The whole thing is different.
Okay.
Ugh. Alright, you noobs.
But yeah, that's really the only, like, the last thing I had to say about it. Other than, like, when I first learned about these, it reminded me for some reason of the, what are they? The dogs, wolf, hybrid mutation things from the Hunger Games. The first
the
Hunger
mutations?
Games.
Yeah.
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 Because I mean, in that they're like a wolf, but they have like the eyes of the different tributes.
Yeah.
Which I guess,
And-
spoiler alert, if no one's
the books
aware
have been
at
out
this
for
point,
like 10 years at least. Like,
I mean,
we're
I
past
guess.
the point. But
Right.
I just reread The Hunger Games this year for like the 5th
Yeah.
time because I fucking love The Hunger Games, unironically. I think they're amazing. Well, not like the games themselves, the book series. It's very good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't actually, like, Katniss didn't know if they were, like, the tributes, like, actual eyes or if they were, like,
Yeah. or if they were, like,
recreations of the
made
eyes.
to look like their eyes.
Yeah, that was a big, not a big, but like in the middle of the fight, she was like, fuck, I don't know, these are their eyes or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a lot
But
bigger,
yeah, for
too,
some
but-
reason, when I like learned about these, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's the dogs from Hunger Games. But then I was
Yeah.
like, wait, but it's just their eyes, not their actual faces. But
Yeah, and the ones
you
in the
know.
Hunger Games are like people-sized, not
Yeah.
pug-sized. They would have been a lot less terrifying if they were pug-sized.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I
I've
don't
never
know what
seen
size
nor
these
read
ones
The Hunger
are.
Games.
So
What, Hannah?
I said I've never seen nor have I read The Hunger Games.
I've only seen the first movie, and then I didn't see any of the other ones, but I've read all of the books, including the prequel. I don't know why. I just fucking love it. Like, I don't know. They're just good.
Yeah, I'm not like saying anything bad about
Yeah.
it. I just have never read it
Yeah.
or seen it. I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm kind of a weirdo. I
I
watch like the same 6 movies.
I saw, what was it? The first movie, I left my prom early to go see it. My senior year of high school because prom was just that boring.
We left prom to go home and watch Sweeney Todd.
Our prom, well, I didn't go junior year, but senior year, it was literally just me, like, setting out or, like, putting out drama fires between, like, 5 different people. And I was not, it was not fun.
No.
Who was dramaing? You know what?
Everybody.
I'll put it in the
Everybody.
chat. I'll put it in the chat.
I just remembered I was so fucking sweaty, and there's a picture of me with, like,
it's in the
most intense
it's in the
underroom
Discord
sweat
chat.
Because,
Oh, yeah.
We took our
Like, are we
pictures
surprised
Yeah.
that it's them?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we are not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read the first book, watched the first 2 movies, and that was the end of my Hunger Games thing. Other than I have a quote from one of the songs from the original soundtrack on my body.
I do too.
As a tattoo. Because
yeah, me too.
the Hunger Games, the first Hunger Games movies soundtrack and the Twilight soundtrack had no right to be that good.
Yes.
And yet they are.
And
Both
we-
of them.
You know what else? The soundtrack is so fucking good for the shit movie that it was attached to?
Yeah.
The Divergent movie.
Yes.
Because Woodkid did the sound for, or a lot of the music for it, and it was so good. And I was like, why did you waste this beautiful song on this shitty ass movie?
Right? I mean, I'm not saying the Hunger Games movie is bad, but
It's actually,
Divergent
like,
wasn't
the Hunger Games movie was actually, like, fairly good. The first one,
Yeah,
like
the
I said, I
first
didn't
one.
see the other one. It was, like, pretty close to the book.
yeah, they didn't change a whole lot.
They didn't change a lot, and, like, again, I also have only seen the movie once, and I saw it in theaters, so it's been, like, a very long
and the
time.
things they did change weren't,
like, you could understand why they made the changes.
Really mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently in the later
I
movies...
mean, some of them, but...
Yeah, apparently in the later movies, they didn't do, like, a great job with keeping important plot points in. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't see them.
That's to be expected.
Yeah.
I didn't watch them.
I didn't watch them.
I didn't read them, so I wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't want to read them, I just didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have, so,
Yay, dogs.
Yay.
have nightmares of human-faced dogs. Tonight.
Too late, I already did.
You're welcome. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. Okay.
Toodaloos.
Goodbye.
Bye, friends.
Thanks for listening to The Triad. Our music is by Scott Buckley. Our audio is recorded by our sound engineers, Craig Bott and Audrey Credo.
If you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr as The Triad Podcast. Our website is thetriadpodcast.wordpress.com. There, you can find information about our latest episode, including the show notes and sources.
We're also on Patreon as The Triad. Currently, all Patreon funds will go towards the cost of hosting the show. Each tier has its own rewards, but every patron receives our undying gratitude. Do you have comments, questions, or stories? Email us at thetriadpod@gmail.com. And thank you again for listening to The Triad, where we're spooky but sensitive.